Did you know about that story, Jorge?
Yes, I actually did hear about it this past summer when Anna and I both attended the Gear Up National Conference. I'm proud to say that I'm a 3-year run. I've been going to it for 3 years, twice in Washington, D.C., once in San Francisco. San Francisco, I was one of 30 students chosen nationwide to go.
To this conference?
Yes, to this conference. And we were given a problem. We had 3 days to solve it. Now, these are kids all over the nation. You would spend 1 day trying to get to know them and trying to break the ice barrier. So suddenly, that became an issue. But we finally cracked down and did what we had to do.
But what the Bronx Institute did for both of you is motivate you to pursue better careers, better education, better colleges. What did it do for you, Anna, in terms of like, where are you now?
Well, it did everything for me because it's one of my foundations, personally. And it took me basically to Cornell University.
That's where you're studying?
That's where I am right now.
Cornell, okay.
Yes,
that's great.
In the School of Industrial and Labor Relations. I'm about to finish my first year, my freshman year. And I'm currently doing a lot of things up there. I'm going to be a resident advisor next year in one of the dormitories. I just recently got into a sorority, Lambda Theta Alpha Latin Sorority Incorporated, and I'm working very closely with the Latino community, working in an umbrella organization for all Latino orgs on campus.
Jorge, when you guys were part of the Institute's programs, did you feel like there were some students there who were going to now go to college who wouldn't have, had it not been for the Institute?
Oh, yes. There's one person that comes to mind. It's one of my close friends, Ramon. His original idea was to go into filming. He wanted to be an actor. He wanted to be an actor no matter what it was. He wanted to be an actor. So when the Bronx Institute started a filmmaking program, they made documentaries about Gear Up and the Bronx Institute and La Salle and its different programs. So suddenly Ramon went from, okay, I just want to be an actor to I want to learn about this. And he's currently attending Westchester Community College and sent in his SUNY application and transfer so he could further pursue his filming career.
You can think of some students like that too?
I think exactly of Ramon.
Oh, Ramon too?
Yes.
Should have brought Ramon on the show.
No, I mean, I feel, as one of my friends too, I feel very proud of him. I feel very proud of all of us that we've gotten all this far. And obviously Gear Up and the Bronx Institute has given us all of that.
Students who may be watching, how do they get in touch with you?
Just contact the Bronx Institute at Lehman College or call 718-960-8934.
960-8934.
Exactly. Let me just say a word about giving back, because we've talked to these students and we've told them that now they have a responsibility to give back to others.
Okay.
And in fact, they're coming back and they're talking to 8th graders and saying to them, I was you, and let me tell you what you were thinking, and let me tell you where you can get. And to me, that's beautiful. That's music to my ears, that there's a cadre of young people in their first year of college that were supported by Lehman College that now go back into the schools and talk to students about what they can do.
Okay, but you have that opportunity right now.
Yeah,
talk to
exactly.
the students who may be watching this program and tell Jorge, tell them, give them some advice. What should they do in terms of, considering the Bronx Institute as an alternative?
My first little bit of advice is whenever someone comes up to you and starts talking about summer classes or SAT prep, listen and don't fall asleep like I did for the first 2 years.
Okay, be receptive.
Yes, you have to be very receptive. It's a lot better than what it originally sounds like. There's a lot more to it. They just want to get the basis of it down. They have a foundation that has to be laid, and they've laid it very well. For myself personally, they've laid it very well. But you have to be receptive to it. If you push it away, it's not serving its purpose then.
Advice?
Advice. I think the exact same advice, being receptive and actually being conscious of what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish for yourself. And I really feel that you should let it in and almost to an extent make it your family, make it really a part of you, because whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. Jorge and I have put a lot of time and a lot of effort into this, and we've gotten so much out of it.
Dr. Martinez, where do you get the money for all this? The corporations are funders of all these programs, right? I mean, to give away laptops, you have to have money coming in somehow.
Yes, we do. We've been very fortunate. We've had a lot of support from the federal government, the state government, from foundations, from corporations, and from the City University of New York as well.
So it's a conglomerate of different funding sources.
Absolutely. I keep knocking on doors and talking about young people like them and telling them that we need more to do much more.
Okay, and so what kind of advice, we only have like a minute left, what kind of advice do you give other educators about what it is that you're doing and they can be doing as well? I'm an educator, I want to learn from you, tell me.
Keep a kid
Well,
on drugs.
I think that the key is to see education from the perspective of the students. Age separates us, our experiences separate us. We have to think like they and find out what will make learning fun, interesting for those students.
And obviously you guys are an example of what he just described. It was not only interesting, it was fun as well.
Oh my God, yes.
Junior year, University of Maryland.
Wow.
Anyone who was in the 1999 grant of Europe and who attended that trip would know exactly what I'm talking about. We had a lot of fun that trip. We spent the entire time awake. But at the same time, it did get the educational purpose out. We went to Howard University, University of Maryland at College Park, and there's one more university, the name escapes me right now. But we went. We toured the academic buildings, we toured the dorms, we toured everything. And we all said, we're tired, we want to go relax, we want to go to the hotel, we all want to, just hang out. Wow. And all the counselors specifically said, no, you have to do what you have to do first. Go visit these colleges, ask your questions, and then you will have your fun. That's going to be the same thing with the Bronx Institute. Learn what you have to learn, do what you have to do, and then you will have fun.
Well, we've had fun having you on the program. We're out of time, but thank you for being here.
Thank you very much for
Congratulations for
having
the
us.
wonderful work that you're doing.
Thank you for having
And in the future, perhaps we can collaborate with the Bronx Institute in terms of doing some TV production for them as well.
Absolutely.
You're
Looking
doing
forward
filming
to it.
already, why not TV?
Exactly.
Thank you for being on the program.
Thank you.
As you may know, this program is a course we teach here at Lehman College in collaboration with BronxNet. Our journalism students are being trained on how to make television. Along with the crew of BronxNet staff members, the people behind the cameras here are the people punching buttons up in the control room, they're my students. And some of them are now taking over the show in front of the cameras. When we come back, one of my students, Melissa Rodriguez, will be the host of the next segment, and she'll be talking to fashion designers who recently put on a fabulous show here at Lehman College. Also, we have to remind you here, if you're watching this program, please, if you read the newspaper, if you have an idea for this program, send us a letter to the editor, or an idea. Just write us a letter telling us what you think we should be covering on this program and in our newspapers. And here's where to do it.